Okay, guys. Back in Wurm Unlimited, it is just now starting to be daylight. So here's the road so far. I know it's still a little bit dark, but what's left is this little hole right here. Let me show you. Back up. So it almost looks like there was a dirt slide or something, but that's not the case. And I'm sure by now that I've realized what was going on, there are a few, if there are a few veterans that are watching the videos, they're probably laughing at me hysterically, or, you know, calling me all kinds of names, whatever, because I didn't realize this to begin with. In the last video, I was telling you had to be on level ground in order to level. So you level out one border, then you stand on that border. It's a pain in the tuchus to do it from the cart, but I got careless while I was trying to finish this road up for the most part. After the last video ended, I got careless and I wasn't actually standing on a level piece when I was trying to level the next, and it still worked. So I realized that that's how a lot of these guys are doing these roads so quickly. Those that are terraformers for the individual servers or what have you, is they're just going to a tile border and see this one needs to be leveled and this one needs to be leveled. But they're just grabbing this border and saying level just from their cart. And it actually does level it. You don't have to be on level ground, so I apologize. I misspoke. And as you can tell, we have a cartload of dirt, so we've got plenty. And yes, there is a rare dirt in here. I really don't care about it. It's already got 50 damage because it was sitting on the ground for a while, and I really don't have a use for it at the moment. So if it gets used to or to fix the road, then so be it. Anyone coming across this stretch that's seen the videos will know that there was a rare dirt in this road, or used in the construction of this road. There we go. So I still have this one to fix. That one's done. So we're almost there with the road. I want to make sure that everything... Oh, that's 7 slopes down, so we'll fix this one. Come on. Act correctly. Because we want everything to be 10 slopes. There we go. Oh, stop turning, you sorry creature. Okay, we'll fix this one. That's flat. That's flat. Okay, so the only one that's not 10 in this road from this flat tile to the top of the hill where it's flat again is this first little segment. So it turned out that way. But it's kind of cool because it actually leads for a nice smooth little transition. Alright, and we're still going to have to pack everything down. But we want to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Now I'm not going to worry about making this too wide at the moment. but I want to bring these up to where it's a lot easier of a grade. So these ones here, 5, 6, 5, 8. So it's a slower grade. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll get this funny thing turned around here. We're back on the 3-horn card again. And I'm going to take this tile. See, it says 20. So I'm going to level it, but I'm going to keep my mouse over it. Oh, some corners can't be modified. Okay, so I guess we're still going to have to do things the old school way. We're going to take this tree out. And that's all rock right there. Okay, we're going to bash and destroy that stump. All right. Oop. Chop the tree up. Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here just to prevent any issues. This is going to end up being too wide anyway at some point. Okay, and the one down here as well. Just to get those out of the way. Bash that one, and then we'll chop this up. Okay. Now we should be able to. Oops. Let's get the shovel. We're going to level that, but we're going to keep the mouse over it. We want it to be at 10. So as soon as it hits 10, I'm going to hit escape to stop the action. Escape. And it stops. We do the same thing to this one. Escape. Pretty easy. Oh, and my cart got closed because I moved away from it. We're going to open this one up. We're going to throw these on here just to get them out of the way. We've got a couple more piles that we're going to do the same thing with. Will not fit in the cart. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. We'll just throw them on us for the moment. I'm going to back up, and I'm going to level this one. Seriously? Okay, well, we're not going to then. The game's being silly. All because of a tree being in the way. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut down some trees. Let's see, how much dirt? That one is slightly less. Oops, that one I mean. So can we put these in there? We can. So we can probably put those in there as well. And we grab these two and throw those in there. I'm just looking at trying to clean the area up. And since I cut them down, I mean, quality level 32.77, it's not terrible. That can probably be used to modify some stuff or whatever. There we go. Now back to what we were doing. Why are you being silly? Okay, so this is the one that we want to work on. So we've got level. And we've got a little while before we've got to pay attention to it. But if you notice, every time it drops the dirt, the tile outline actually changes. And sometimes it'll move, depending on your angle, it'll move outside where your mouse pointer's at. But you gotta be careful or keep count yourself. Okay. We'll come over and we'll do the same with this one. So I wasn't able to watch The Infected or Medieval Dynasty yesterday from Old Bitty Gaming. But I took time to watch those two today. And then I watched today's episodes as well. The only one that I have not watched is today's episode of Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, it's not going to let me modify it there either. But if you haven't had a chance, go watch Old Bitty Gaming's videos. They're actually really, really good. Too far away. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, there's too many trees for any of that to actually work, apparently. But I had to laugh because any of you that have been watching these videos and possibly going over and checking out her Wurm Unlimited videos know that she and I have kind of an inside running joke with pumpkins. She tends to keep her food bar up and in the green. She likes having good nutrition. And she mentioned in today's video that I tend to just eat to get full. That's very, very, very true. Our methods for our current purposes are extreme opposites. But in today's Medieval Dynasty video, she was taking care of some quests and found herself without food and starving and trying to find something. She went to multiple merchants to find something to put in her belly. And then she ultimately found one. And at the time, I had to laugh because I wasn't actually watching the video, but I was listening to it. And she and I both do the same thing. We talk our way through the videos so that if you have something else going, but you still want to know what's happening in the video, then you can just follow along by listening. And we both tend to do that. But so I heard her say, there we go, there, that one's done. I heard her say that she had found oof. Yeah, that would be the worm mouse bug that they have not fixed and probably never will. Every once in a while, the mouse just goes crazy. So I do apologize. It's not something I can control. It's part of the game. Um, but anyway, she found a merchant, and said something about, oh, what do you have to eat? And I immediately screamed out, even though I couldn't see the screen at the moment. My phone was actually set down about 20 feet away while I was working. But I immediately screamed out, grab the pumpkins! And of course, she couldn't see me, and by the time that I was listening to the video, she'd already recorded it. I mean, it wasn't a live stream or anything. Um, but yeah, I had to laugh. And I know, when she watches this video and hears this little clip, she's going to end up laughing as well. She knows what it means. But I was thinking on after work on my way home that since she's going to be down without a computer, well, not without a computer, but her computer is being worked on, I guess is the best way to put it. She has ordered herself a new computer, which means that her games she has everything installed on an external drive. So she's going to have to reinstall her games and go through all the rigmarole, which means that she will no longer have the current um, save games that she's been working on for Medieval Dynasty, The Infected, and Wurm Unlimited on her servers. So she'll have to start over. Um, so I was thinking that because it'll take her a little bit of time to do that. So that one's 4, that one's 10. Okay, so we're good. But it'll take her a little while to do that. Um, let's go ahead and turn around. We have plenty of dirt. Why not? That one's flat. Okay, so we're going to level this one. Um, Now what are you doing? Did that just mess that up? I think it did. Yes. Silly goose. Okay. We gotta fix that one now. Because I oopsed. But yeah, so starting Monday, well, she doesn't record on Sundays. And I don't record on Saturdays. Unless by some chance I am able to get back to the computer and get something quick recorded after I'm done at church. My church runs on Saturdays, primarily not because we celebrate on Saturday, but because uh, let's see, 4 slopes down, and that one's flat. All right, so we're going to want to flatten this one, or level this one. Um, we share the building with another church, and they're the leaseholders, so they have first choice on day of the week for their service and all that stuff. And Saturdays were open, so we opted to take Saturdays as our day. And I run the sound booth. I do all the audio, video stuff in there. I'm also up on stage playing the bass. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Point being, I don't do anything on Saturdays for the most part. And then Sundays, let's get this one leveled. If I can get the cart, if I can put the cart before the horse, or in this case, bull and unicorn. um, so my day off is Saturdays, her days off is Sundays. She's going to go pick up her computer on Sunday. And then Monday, most likely, she's going to start to transfer files and get the new computer set up and all that stuff. She's got to reinstall everything, and it's going to take her a few. So as a little bit of a treat, I was thinking that for the next couple of days, we'll work on, now that the road is basically done, we're going to put in some time in the mine to get rock chips to deal with the roadway. I want to pave it in brick. What is this here? That's cobblestone. Oop. Yeah, that's cobblestone. Let's look here. Interesting. Um, hmm. Okay, that's rounded stone. I think I'm gonna need rounded stone for it, but or I mean rough stone for it, but we'll figure that out. Let's see. That's why does it always start off with everything open? I don't want everything open. Container decoration. That's floor openings, floors. There's pottery brick, stone brick. That's actual flooring. Staircases. Okay, so where is my sort? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Search materials. And of course it opens it back up. I don't want the bridges. That's cave walls. That's decoration. Epic. Yeah, I don't think it's going to tell me. It's mailboxes, marble fences, pottery fences. We don't want fences. Statue, stone, storage towers, traps. Nope, I'm going to have to look on Wikipedia and see how to do these. I've never actually made cobblestone flooring. I've always done slate or brick floors. But oh, so we'll finish. Yeah, it's not. Well, it could, but we'll pack all this down. We'll get started on the paving. But I'm not too worried about that right now. What I'd like to do is reopen the mine. And you see, because it wasn't packed, the grass is starting to grow again. But I want to reopen the mine, get us a bunch of rock shards out. So that we've got it for paving. Because you can use the rock shards to make slates. You can make them bricks with them. There's a lot that you can do. What is that? Oh, it's another log. Good heavens. We'll just take it. It's a 59. And then between now and Monday, I want to finish up the fourth tier up here. We can get there. And I know Biddy is watching, so she is going to have a nice little reaction here in just a minute when I explain what the plan is for Monday. Okay, so up here, oops, let's actually get up here. So all of that still needs to be leveled out. This tier up here, this is the uppermost tier. We're going to kick off of here for just a second. Okay, so overlooking the entire property, I want to level this out to be, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, yeah, four wide, and we're going to go probably 15 long for this upper section. We'll see. We'll see how long it ends up being. And we're going to turn this into the overlook for everything. It's going to be fenced in so that the only access to this area, this whole shelf up here, however wide we make it, is going to be over here at this segment of the road. Now, if you're looking, the road comes in from over here and comes down on this tier. We have to finish that up to go out to this segment over here, because that's where the slope's going to, this is where the slope's going to be, where the road meets up. So you can go down into the main part of the deed, or up here to the upper part. And I'm going to continue this up. I believe it will connect up to another road up there. If not, I'll have to work on it. But I want this upper area to be dedicated to Old Biddy Gaming, and it's going to be Biddy's Garden. So we're going to grow, well, obviously pumpkins, but she tends to use pumpkins, cabbages, peas were in today's video, strawberries, carrots, just a variety of different vegetables. And we're going to plant a sign over here somewhere, wherever this level finishes off. We're going to plant a sign right at the entrance of the fence that specifically says Old Biddy's Garden. That's going to be, this is going to be Biddy's Garden. Now, obviously, we're going to use it, but then if Biddy ever wants to come and check out the property here on Mythmore Prime, her garden will be here. We will be tending it, making sure everything gets cultivated properly, harvested properly, planted properly, and then hopefully she's got the old goat listening as well, or she shares this with him. But I am going to section off a segment of the pasture, and that's going to be specifically the old goat's pasture. I don't know what he's into other than MSN News, checking the bank accounts, playing solitaire, and what else did she say? Oh, pop-up advertisements to check to see what's coming up for sale. So she hasn't mentioned anything about any kind of interests that he has other than that. So just in reference to the name, in fact, I'll probably put it directly across from the entrance to Biddy's Garden. We'll have the old goat's pasture, so that we can have a few goats in there, sheep, whatnot. Actually, I'm not sure if there are goats in the game, but I've seen sheep and ram, so we'll put some sheep and ram in there as kind of a sentimental, you know, tip of the hat to the old goat. So, Biddy, this area will be yours, and if you ever come check me out, you can see just how well your garden is growing. And then down here, well, you can kind of see it. There's a ledge right here um, that I was taking dirt from this level to level it all off, and we'll go check it out. But I wanted everything to be level with a mine, so we'll go down and check that out. And yes, I do have enough dirt to actually throw down for a bit more, but we're going to bypass that for just a minute. We'll go down here. Because we stepped over the grass line, it said that we left the deed and then we re-entered when we came back on the dirt. In case anybody was wondering what that was about. I guess it's popped up a few times, but okay, so we got to finish leveling this. But if we don't pack this, it'll end up having grass and probably those silly invasive um, grape bushes. But as you can see, I've already started to level this out. There's the mine entrance right there. In fact, I don't have my pickaxe with me to reopen that, but we will. So it's going to take a lot of dirt to get this segmented the way I want it. But that's okay because I have a literal mountainside of dirt that I can use. So I'm not too concerned with that. We're going to do away with this little road right here. I don't like it. To me, it was poorly designed to begin with. I'm sure that it served the previous deed owner their purpose well enough. But I mean, you can see that it's all wonky. I think he just kind of threw something down, or she kind of threw something down just to have some sort of a pathway. But I don't like it. This is all going to be sectioned off, terraformed properly. Um, there won't be a roadway coming up this direction. The road will be over there. This area here will we're going to get rid of the guard tower, but this area here will actually have the blacksmith's building and all that stuff. So this area is going to be raised up to whatever level it needs to be, and this wall will continue across. I believe, yeah. So this section here will be that back wall. So this will be leveled to this tile. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're looking at this one. We're going to level this one. Okay. And we're going to level this one. Too far away. You silly goose. Okay. So this back wall is going to be at this angle. Even with the mine. There's the mine. So this tile's flat, that tile's flat, that tile. All of this up here is going to be the flat area, and this will actually extend out a little ways. So we're going to do away with this road. We're going to extend this out. Probably, can we see it here? Yeah, probably to this tile here. So I'll have 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles wide, which would be plenty big enough for a building, for blacksmith shop. Um, then pretty much anything else I decide to put in this area. That's the current plan. Let's see here. I wonder, oof, my mall's already taken some damage. Let's disembark. Guard tower. Oh, hey, it'll let me bash and destroy it, but let's examine it first. It has 14.23 damage. We'll do a bash destroy one time and see what the new damage rating is. 14.94. So yeah, that's a lot of destruction to try to get this thing down, but we will eventually knock it down and probably end up building another one. Um, for those of you that are not familiar with the game, that have never been inside a guard tower, let me show you exactly what's in here. This door does not open. You literally just walk through it. Oh, look at that, invisible walls. You can look up, but it's just invisible walls, and you can walk out any side. It doesn't matter. You can literally walk straight through them. There's no collisions. That's what's in a guard tower. Nothing impressive. It's actually way more impressive on the outside, and I think this thing looks um, crude, I guess is the best way to put it. But that's where we're sitting. So all this nonsense that's down here, we're going to end up sorting it, fixing it, whatever. Oh, there's another guard taking taking a bath. I've seen a couple actually swimming out here a little ways from time to time. I still have not made it out to that. But it looks like somebody made a flat area right there. And at some point I'm going to go check that out, but not right now. Okay, let's see. So we need, you know what, let's go down and grab the, this, this section really bugs me, but I'll get that taken care of. Let's go down here and grab the pickaxe, if I can remember where exactly it is. Is it in this one? No. Is it this one? Yep. This is why I definitely need to get this stuff organized, because I really don't like not knowing where my stuff is. And when I moved from Crafter's Corner over here, I just threw everything wherever I could. Okay, I believe this server has rocks set up to 22, but I'm not sure. The surrounding area needs to be rock. The surrounding area is rock, you silliness. Oh, I know what I'm... Open the tunnel. That's what I forgot. So it's number 5. I think I showed you guys what was inside the mine in a previous video, but we will chip away at this. We'll open this mine tunnel, take another quick little tour. I do have another meeting tonight, so this is probably the only video I'm going to be able to put out today. I will try to get, well, I mean, obviously I've got to put out another another episode for Wurm Unlimited tomorrow, but I want to try, oh, my water's low. I want to try to at least put out another um, casual gameplay night video. I still haven't figured out which game I'm going to launch for tomorrow, but we'll see what I feel like playing. Um, it's a very new series. There's only one episode so far, and that was on the Planet Crafter prologue or demo or tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I don't have any commentary during those videos. That's just simple gameplay. That's just you guys being able to watch me just play. So if you feel like watching those, um, then I'm going to be creating more as the weeks go on. There's no schedule for those. Just whenever I get a chance to make another half hour or 45-minute video, whatever. And then Sunday is my day to be able to put out the videos for, yeah, I really need to go get some water. Put out the videos for my Iron Man series on the official Wurm Online servers. Right now I'm playing on Xanadu. I found a nice little patch up north that I've been working on. Yeah, we're going to run and grab some water. Don't kill yourself. Thank you. Thankfully, the guy that, or the person that was here before me left a fountain, so I don't have to go over to the water and potentially drown like it did in the previous episode. We're a little bit low on food, so we'll head over here, light spike. We'll open up food storage bin and grab out a pumpkin. We just want one. That's going to be good enough. We'll eat the pumpkin, close that, and we can run back up here while it's eating. Some actions in this game, it allows you to move while performing the action. Some actions it does not. So be mindful of that if you're new to the game or wanting to check it out. We're going to open this up. We've got 4 rock shards. Let's see, I think this is probably going to be, oh, this is most likely going to be the newest one. So we'll pick that up and we're going to right click and analyze this one. Good quality sandstone to the northwest. Okay, well, there's north, which means there's northwest. So just inside this tunnel is sandstone on this side. You noticed a slight trace of normal quality iron east of south. East of south. Well, that might be a little more difficult because south from the mine is here. Oop, is here. So east of south could be here. What did it say? Slight trace. Yeah, so most likely it's going to be over here, one of these two squares, somewhere in that area, or maybe even here. It could even be the next one out. My skills aren't top notch just yet. I'm still quite a ways away. But now we can put this one back in here. Now, once a rock shard has been analyzed, you cannot analyze it again. You have to grab a different one. It just simply won't let you. Okay, so we're going to go back to tunneling. Oh, hey, we got a rare rock shard. What's that mean? Not really a whole lot right now. Rare items can be sacrificed to a deity. They can be used as an, an ingredient to a multi-ingredient item when you're crafting. And chance, there is a chance that if you use it in a multi-ingredient crafting, that final product can turn into a rare product. It's not a guarantee. So if you have an item that requires, say, 20 ingredients, you need 10 of these things and 10 of these things, and one of the ingredients is rock shards, for example. So if you need 10 rock shards and you need 10 of something else, you combine the first rock shard with that other ingredient to get it started. Combine all the rest of them first, then combine all the rest of the rock shards, leaving the rare rock shard as the last rock shard to be put in. There's a chance that that'll turn it rare. If you put this, as far as I understand, if you put the rare rock shard in any other position, it just basically acts as another regular rock shard. But you have a 1 in 20 chance for it to be for the final product to turn into a rare item. That means if it's got 100 items, or 100 ingredients, you add the rare item last. That means it has a 1 in 100 chance. Is how I've seen it on the wiki. That's how it's been explained in forums. I have never actually crafted a rare item. I've gotten inspirations where, raw materials have come up as rares, sure, but never actually been able to been successful in creating a rare item. I have seen them a few times. I've watched videos where people have had one gal was rummaging through an abandoned property, and somebody had left behind a rare brush. Well, the brush gets used to groom the horses and livestock and whatnot. So having a rare brush, kind of nice. I mean, that ended up being the highlight of her day. While you are opening a tunnel or mining, you can also prospect. You can, since I'm targeted on the rock, you can track if you want to get your tracking skill up. That tells you if anything has walked past there. If you're trying to chase down a black wolf, for example, and you know that he went across this tile, but you can't see him anymore, and your tracking skill is high enough, you can track on this tile, and it'll tell you which direction it went. I don't know if that is still how it works in Wurm Online. On the official servers, they tend to do a lot more updates than what we get here over on Wurm Unlimited. We are the forgotten stepchild. Um, there have been multiple reports that we are not going to get any updates, that what we have is what we're going to get. And a lot of us are perfectly fine with that. So we're going to open this tunnel up and take a quick tour inside. And I think at that point we're going to go ahead and call it so I can get ready for this meeting. So I do want to give my appreciation to all of the Wurm veterans, the the community at large, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyone who plays Wurm knows that for the most part, new players come in, somebody's going to be nice to you. And the um, most of the people that play Wurm are more than willing to help you out. So my hat's off to those guys that are willing to help out new players, trying to keep the game alive. Um, it is by no means in danger of dying. Oh, yep, there's the sandstone right there. We had to actually go into the cave to find it. There's no iron in here. That's rock salt. So remember when we analyzed it, didn't say anything about the rock salt. That's because it's too far away for me to be able to detect. But I could probably, if I was to tunnel down um, so that I'm below this level here, if I was to tunnel down, see, we wouldn't want to, yeah, we wouldn't want to tunnel through this way and start heading that way. We'd want to tunnel down and then start going that direction if we were to go that way, just to get to that iron. But iron is a common ore, and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up finding some more. So I don't want to mess with the sandstone, but we're going to take... Oh, I don't have my file with me. It's in one of the crates down there, but maybe next episode we'll grab some of these rocks and we'll use a file on it and see what we can come up with. And then we'll need, in order to pave, we need the shovel, and then we'll need the completed item. So if it's bricks, for example, yeah, that's cobblestone. I don't know. I will look to see exactly how to make the cobblestone or whatever, but I don't really... I mean, it's not a bad look. It's just not what I would put down. Um, I don't like the rough cobblestone. Um, Personally, I prefer the slabs, but we'll see what happens. But we'll make some paving stones so that we can start paving some of the road. We'll finish up the upper tier. There it is. We'll finish up that upper tier up there. Remember, we're going to go 4 wide, and then however many long. I think it's probably going to be close to 15. So that we can start planting. We can go into. Is it in there? Yeah, most of the food is in there. Most of the vegetables. We can pull a few of them out. Pumpkins, for example. You crush a pumpkin and you get pumpkin seeds. I know I have a rake somewhere. somewhere. and we'll be able to till the land and cultivate. Now, if it's packed dirt, you have to use a rake on it. If it In order to get regular dirt. If it's regular dirt, you can just plant in it. But we want to grab some seeds, or we want to grab some. For example, corn doesn't get um, doesn't break down into seeds. Or you just plant the corn, you plant the potato, just as it is, and that plants that entire tile for that crop. And then yeah, we'll work on some fencing this next week. Continue on some more terraforming. We'll get Biddy's garden going. Um, the old goat's pasture is going to have to wait for just a few, but we'll get it going as well. Lots and lots and lots of plans for this. Um, and as I was saying, the veterans, the um, I've heard them called Wormians before, but the players in this community are always, from my experience, are um, usually, not always, they're usually really nice. They're more than willing to help you out, most of them anyway. Um, so not a game to be fearful of. I mean, there's always going to be a few griefers here or there, um, but that's not really the case with this game. There, I'm sure there's a few on different servers or whatever, um, but for the most part, you're not going to have to deal with that too much. Um, the content creators, so um, anyone that's playing this game, that's making YouTube or Twitch videos or whatever, appreciation goes out to you. Keep doing what you're doing, even if you're not getting a whole lot of views. I don't get a whole lot of views, but I don't have a whole lot of subscribers either. Not the point. The point is to get to keep the game getting recognition, to um, to promote the game, promote any game that you enjoy playing. Just play it to play it, have fun, enjoy what you're doing. Um, there's several content creators out there. Some of them do like what Biddy and I do, and we're commentating through the whole thing. Some don't. I've watched a few videos where there's literally no commentary. You can see the person in a webcam, um, which I don't do, um, because it's not about me. It's about the game. Um, but you can see the person in the webcam. You can see that they're sitting there. They're playing the game. You can hear them making comments themselves, but they choose not to comment about what they're doing. I mean, there's no reference, and I've watched streams that were 5 and 6 hours long. Um, Not necessarily, even with Worm, but dealing with other games as well. And man, some of them are just, why would I put myself through 5 or 6 hours of watching you play if you're not even going to talk to me? If you're not going to, and one individual for a completely different game, um, about halfway through the stream, he fell asleep, and he was literally asleep at his keyboard for 20 minutes before he, snapped out of it and started gaming again. But he never once said anything to the camera. Um, Maybe that's your style, and I'm not trying to knock it, but that's definitely not my style. It's not the types of videos I want to watch. Um, but for those of us that are trying to put out good quality videos, mine specifically are geared towards lower end machines, games that can be played with lower end machines. Um, I often will turn my graphics down a little bit because I'm also running the recording software, and it's a little intense on my system. My system's probably 12 years old. Um, I'm running an old GeForce GT 1030 card. It's 2 gigs of RAM. That's it. I'm not pushing a top-end system. Um, it's an old pre-built Hewlett Packard with very few modifications. I've got extra RAM in there. I've got extra hard drives in there, and that's pretty much it. Um, so if you have an older system and you're trying to figure out what games you can play or whatever, I try to feature nothing but those style games on my channel. Um, so I will look at the system requirements or whatnot before I even bring a new game on. I've got a series that I was doing a while ago that I'll probably get back into, which was my first looks videos. That's when I just go in and check out a new game that I've never played before, or maybe that hasn't been featured on this particular channel before, just to show yet another game that can be played on a lower end system. That's all I try to do. I don't care, you know, what the game is or what the final quality that I don't have to have 4K video to play my videos or to play my games. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with 720p. If that's what I can muster, then that's what I'm going to use. Um, but I put out the videos. I do a lot of videos for the church. So if you're just starting in this industry, if you're just starting to become a content creator, let me give you one piece of advice. Record your videos. Keep an eye on your recording software. There's several different softwares out there that you can use. Um, Put out quality material for different games or whatnot that you want to play. Don't worry so much about what everybody else wants to see. Don't worry about whether or not you've got a top end system. Um, you know, just enjoy what you do. Upload your videos to YouTube, to Twitch, to whatever. When they're done uploading, especially with YouTube, I do this every week at church. When we're done recording, and I've got 9 cameras at my church that I have to monitor, record. Um, I do all of the editing, everything, and then I upload it to YouTube as a final product. I have to adjust the audio a lot. I'm constantly messing with our digital mixer to get the right sound coming in. We've got live bands that are playing, so I've got to adjust for instruments. I do a lot in that um, audio video booth. When the day is over and I'm done editing everything, get it all recompiled, and I go to upload it to YouTube, I set it to upload and I walk away. When I'm done packing everything up, typically the upload is finished. Now it may still say, hey, you've got 38% done in the processing. I shut my system down. Why? Because the processing part's not on my system. That's on YouTube. That's on their end. My upload's complete. So I pack it all up. I pack the computer up. I'm done. By the time I'm maybe halfway home, I get a notification on my phone saying, oh, yeah, new video has been published from such and such website or such and such channel. So if you're unsure about how YouTube works things or whatnot, I've been doing this for a little while. I'm not an expert in any regard, but I know what works. If you're worried about whether or not the processing, if you have to wait to do something else on your system, or you don't. Once your upload is complete, you're done. Move on and record the next video. As an example, go back and check my videos from last Sunday, this past Sunday, for all of the um, Iron Man series. I literally recorded one, stopped the video or stopped the recording, uploaded it, Once it was done uploading, I started the next recording. I don't wait for it to process because that's not on my computer. It has no impact on my system whatsoever. So I can go right back in and record another video to put out for you guys to be able to watch. And I did that all day long on Sunday. I plan on continuing to do that. Yeah, it's tiring to doing 7 hours worth of video and commenting the whole time, but it's what I enjoy doing. It's what Old Biddy Gaming enjoys doing. It's what half these other content creators enjoy doing. We're playing the games and recording the things that we enjoy spending time with. Sure, there are always going to be a few out there that the only reason that they're putting stuff up is to make money. And if you buy into it, then, so be it. I've seen a lot of content out there that really is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. But they're pumping it out like mad because they know, oh, well, if I've got, 3 million views on this 7-second short, well, sure. I'm not into creating shorts. I'm into creating actual content. And my videos tend to be roughly an hour, maybe a little longer each. Old Biddy Gaming does about an hour each time for Wurm Unlimited, and then half an hour for Medieval Dynasty, which may or may not continue after the new computer, and roughly half an hour for The Infected, which again may or may not continue after the new computer gets there. Oops, I went too far. Why are you jumping down? I don't want you to jump down. I want to see if that other... there's another chunk of rock right there, and I just want to see if that's another mine tunnel or not. He's moving too quick. He needs to just barely tip down once inside. Oh. And you can actually clip the walls. It's not going to let me. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, there's the dirt. I do not see another mine shaft. Anybody else see a mine shaft? Okay, there's the horse. This is where that rock would have been. So I do not see another tunnel. So that can be covered over. So this is the only mine tunnel in the area, which that's good to know. So anyway, I have to get ready for this meeting. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. If not, let me know. If you did, let me know as well. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Go check out Old Biddy Gaming. Tell her I sent you. Tell her that she needs to eat more pumpkins. But as she says at the end of her video, I hope your day has turned out exactly as you had planned. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.